What's going on, Jerome's? Tonight is the night of nights. Walking around in Winter Warrior. That's right. So the Vikings taking on the crooked Chicago Bears at historic U.S. Bank Stadium, rocking the Winter Warrior uniforms for the first time. And the Vikings have a clear path to the NFC North title and also the 1 seed. Just win, baby. 15-2. What it do? 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, 15-8. Vikings are going to be great, and they're going to dominate and beat that ass. But it all starts with tonight. Take care of the Bears, and we'll go from there. Also, watching the tail end of the stupid. By the way, the Seahawks are ass. Thank you. Just whatever. But the Packers just like because I remember when they announced the Vikings announced the Winter Warrior uniforms, and the Packers like wait a minute, we have white uniforms too. Look at us. Gee, jolly willikers. Now, here's what they did. So the Packers surveyed the fans, Packers fans, of course, and they're like, hey, how can we make this team better? And Packers fans were like, make them whiter. And then they're talking about, the helmets? Then they're like, sure. But either way, whatever. I say that. It's going to be gorgeous. Beautiful night. I absolutely love it. Something I also love is Jumpin' Joe Mauer. This is going to be sounding on the Gjallarhorn tonight. It's going to be good, man. Joe Mauer, I feel like a lot of Twins fans still have mixed feelings about Joe Mauer. He's one of the greatest Twins in history. He was one of the greatest hitting catchers in history before he moved to first base. I feel like he's almost unappreciated, but is what it is. Even though J.J. McCarthy is going to be in the building, Joe Mauer will be the second best quarterback on that field on Monday night, behind Sling and Sam Darnold, a.k.a. America's quarterback. Also, tonight, it's a great night to add on to the annual holiday season fundraiser. So every dollar donated to the show in the month of December go to Salvation Army Twin Cities, as well as Toys for Tots. Currently sitting at about 3,600, trying to get to 4K. Super chats, so live stream during the halftime show, post-game show, Venmos, Cash Apps, all go to those worthy causes, as well as you can donate directly to them. Links are in the description. We've had some very generous Jeromes this month drop 200. 300, 800, all up in there. Just if you donate directly, shoot us an email. We'll include you in the total. You guys are the best. I absolutely love this time of year. Paying it forward, and it's the most wonderful time of the year. That's right. Also, the most wonderful Sunday afternoon game of the year. So the Buffalo Bills, who are an absolute wagon, their defense sucks, but not as bad as the Lions. And also, don't let that final score fool you. It's like, well, the Lions could have gotten the onside kick, and then they would have won with, So first off, the clock didn't run on the onside kick. There's 12 seconds left. After the scrum, it would have been about 8 seconds. But yeah. Tell me how Jared Goff is going to throw 9 Hail Marys, please. But yeah, don't let this final score fool you. The Lions got dog walked. They were exposed, and they were in catch-up mode this entire time. And it's exactly what we said. They've had too many injuries on defense. They just lost Carlton Davis and Aleem McNeil again, probably for the season. And I know the people be like, Lions fans are like, well, if it wasn't for the injuries, we'd have the best team in the league. Yeah. If some butts or candies or nuts, every day would be Christmas. But every single team has to deal with injuries. Like, ask us last year about the Vikings injuries, please. So get the hell out of here with that. And the Lions defense right now don't have the worst defense in the NFL or go to space. Lions, Rocket Man, do. Plus this great photo of Dan Campbell. Went viral all over the place. And people say brush your teeth. That ain't really the issue. Guaranteed Dan Campbell had a dip in on the sideline, which I guess you're not supposed to do anymore. I think they made rules against that, even though Zimmer always had a cheek full of Red Man on the sideline. But yeah, this is dip. This is also triple frappa mocha lattes every single day. Like, have you seen Dan Campbell's coffee order? Like, he literally consumes 1,000 milligrams of caffeine in the morning. It's kind of insane, but. I know that Dan Campbell is a gambler, but the onside kick with 12 minutes to go and you're down 10, stupid. But also, so here's the thing for me. Like, Dan Campbell always going for it on fourth down. I mean, people say that he's being aggressive and going with the analytics and stuff. No, if I'm on defense for the Lions, that's a clear indicator that Dan Campbell doesn't believe in the defense. And I would take it as disrespect. It's like, hey, he doesn't think that we're going to get a stop, so they're just going to go for it every single time. They're going to onside kick it, and they don't trust us. It's okay. It's okay. But even though stupid-ass Seahawks doing stupid-ass Seahawks things, we're going to beat your ass next week. The Vikings at 11-2. Take care of business tonight. Take care of business the rest of the way at Seattle next Sunday, against the Packers at home after Christmas, and then Week 18 against the Lions. Guess what? You get the division and the 1 seed. And I will say this. So even though Lions fans are definitely over the top in terms of their verbosity and chest thumping. It's so funny. After we put out the video celebrating the Lions' loss yesterday, we had a bunch of Lions fans come into the chat, be like, "Rent free, we live rent free in your head," which I don't think they understand the irony of rent free, where they decide to seek out a Vikings YouTube channel and write rent free after their team lost to an AFC team. I would say, if anything, we live rent-free in their heads. Of course we do. Absolutely. It's rent control, too, so it's kind of nice. But I will say, I understand that we Vikings fans were definitely cautiously optimistic all the time, even if that, also, I think a certain portion of the fan base is just negative to be negative, right? Because if you're not unhappy, you're not happy. Sort of deal. Now, every fan base has that, but I feel like the Vikings is definitely large. Now, part of it is Minnesota's passive aggressiveness, the history of Minnesota sports, the history of the Vikings. I get it to a degree, but it's so grating, especially when the team is doing well. And I understand pride go before a fall. Don't want to be thumping your chest and all that stuff, but it's so stupid, like the passive-aggressive hedging. Well, I don't know if we're going to win the division, but I hope I'm wrong. I don't know if we're going to win the Super Bowl, but I hope I'm wrong. Shut up. Believe in something one time, man. That's right. But take it 1 week at a time. All the cliches. Going to whip the bear's ass tonight. Going bear hunting. How do you know if it's a black bear or a brown bear? If the bear is eating you in a tree, it's a black bear. That's it. Also, if you have zero chance, it's a polar bear. Man. Also, all grizzly bears are brown bears, but not all brown bears are grizzly bears. Pretty sure that's right. That was your Dwight Schrute moment. Now, not to look ahead, but Sunday night, Geno got dinged up with a knee injury. Looked pretty serious. That is noteworthy since the Vikings on a short week take on Seattle on Sunday afternoon. So it could be Slingin' Sam Howell, half Korean. So he's my guy. Just like we're playing all the Korean quarterbacks this year. Kind of like it. And it would be the Sam versus Sam Bowl. The Sam Bowl. It'd be good. Also good. Adam, Jerome, Ezekiel, Thielen. You can take the Minnesota boy out of Minnesota because he refuses a pay cut and the wife wanted to move to South Carolina for a bag. But you can't take the Minnesota out of the kid or something like that. I screwed up. I butchered the saying, but it's a long time saying. They say in Texas, they say in Tennessee too, right? But Adam Thielen, before the Panthers game against the Cowboys, which they lost, but wearing the Randy Moss 98 throwback jersey, the road whites, squeaky clean. That's right. Of course, Thielen, way back like chiropractic, wearing the 8-4. It's good times. I wonder what happened to the kid wearing the Chris Carter jersey. He's probably running Detroit Lake's finest quick trip. But it's pretty fat. Like, managers at a Quick Trip make decent coin. Anyways, but Thielen, I talk about wearing the Randy Moss jersey, quote, he was the reason, Randy Moss is the reason, why I wanted to play receiver and wanted to play football. Which is great. Something I love. So, props to Adam Thielen for showing some respect to Randy Moss as he's fighting his battle right now. He's going to get through it. Everyone's going to win. It's great. Everyone's going to win except for the crooked Chicago Bears. So the Bears lost. Eliminated, they gone, all that stuff, and I kind of hope that the Bears had stayed relevant or in the postseason hunt, just so that the Vikings could just like snuff it out, just like lit cigarette right on their forehead. But it's okay. Maybe they'll just quit, and maybe the Vikings will roll by 50. Be kind of nice. But also, what isn't nice, and this always irks me too. So when teams play fast and loose with an injury report, Will Rag at Sports Illustrated. The Bears have ruled out starting left tackle Braxton Jones, 80 PFF pass line grade for Monday night's game due to concussion. His replacement will likely be Larry Borum, the pride of Mizzou, 53.3 pass block grade. Good news for Grenard and Van Ginkel. Now, I don't believe the Bears version of the story. So the report is that Jones all of a sudden on Sunday started feeling symptoms from the concussion from their game last week against the 49ers, right? But he practiced in full all week, was never on the injury report. And I know that concussions are different and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. But either he got dinged up in practice or this doesn't jive. Or they're just playing games with the injury report. So I don't know. I guess it's not shocking, but I feel like teams should be punished. I'm actually glad that the Vikings over-report on the injury report, but trying to play games with this stuff like the 49ers and McCaffrey are on the season or the 49ers at any point. Also, Werner playing with a broken ankle since week 4, never appeared on the injury report. There's a reason why injury reports exist, and it is literally for gambling, so that no one has an edge on inside information, so that everything is public, right? And I know that some teams and some coaches are like, if they don't know that he's playing or he's not 100%, no, it's so stupid, right? And frankly, it's dangerous, and I hope that teams that dick around with this all the time, like the Bears, like the 49ers, they get spanked for it. Lose a draft pick. God. Although Shanahan won't be around for a draft pick, so that's fine. I've said there's a surprise firing every single year. I think that the 49ers might axe Shanahan. I feel like the cracks between Shanahan and Lynch and Shanahan and ownership are starting to show, right? And remember, that ownership is what drove Jim Harbaugh out of San Francisco after making the NFC title game plus a Super Bowl 3 out of 4 years, right? So I know that Kyle will be will be out of work for about 2 seconds, but it's okay. Bring it. But yeah, all this stuff about the division, all this stuff about whatever, it doesn't matter if you don't win tonight. So have there be no doubt. You're at home. U.S. Bank Stadium is going to be loud and proud. It's going to be rocking. The Bears are hurting for an ass kicking, right? Get to Caleb, put him on the ground, get some turnovers. Don't turn the damn ball over, especially at the 1 freaking yard line. Not saying, I'm just saying. Put up points. Slinging Sammy Darnold's like, oh, Lamar Jackson threw 5 touchdowns. Oh, Josh Allen had 4 total touchdowns. Watch this. Boop, boop, Jefferson, Addison, Hawkinson, Brandon Powell, why the hell not? Cam Akers, let's go. Let's go. Like, yeah, last week was fantastic, but also people, well, it wasn't a real blowout because it was close in the fourth quarter. Shut up. Like, I want a 56-6 type ass whooping. I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Let there be no doubt. Have this be the OJ's love train type weekend where Lions exposes frauds. The defense won't stop anyone. Vikings, they're back to being a juggernaut, right? The defense gets after Caleb Williams. Multiple turnovers. The offense puts up points, doesn't give it away now. Aaron Jones has a monster game because he always owns the Bears historically. Bring it. Bring that ish on. I want it. I need it. And then we'll move on. And then beat Seattle's ass, beat Green Bay's ass, beat Detroit's ass because they can't stop anyone. And we'll just go from there. The 1 seed, NFC North. The NFC runs through historic U.S. Bank Stadium. Randy Moss sounds a Gjallarhorn at the NFC title game. Woo, woo. Go down to Nowlands, win a Super Bowl in the stupid-ass Saints Stadium. That's right. I love it. But one day at a time. Beat the Bears' ass tonight. That's all I ask. I'm a simple man. All I need is the Vikings to whip some ass tonight and like $1 billion. That's it. Maybe Aubrey Plaza. I don't know. Maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyways, that is it. Vikings news dump on this beautiful Monday. You guys are the best you know what to do. Skull production value.